We gather here to reflect on unforgettable lives, honor their legacies, and keep their memories alive with love. Today, we also focus on WWE superstar Kevin Owens, whose return and personal battles have been at the center of heartfelt discussions among fans worldwide. Subscribe. Tom Billington, better known as the Dynamite Kid, was a trailblazing British professional wrestler who changed the game with his intensity and innovation. Born on December 12, 1958, in Goulburn, Lancashire, England, he began wrestling in 1975 and quickly stood out for his explosive style and fearless attitude. Teaming up with his cousin Davey Boy Smith, he formed the legendary tag team, the British Bulldogs, captivating fans worldwide with their energy and teamwork. Their rivalries with stars like Bret Hart and Randy Savage became classics, and winning the WWF Tag Team Championship marked the pinnacle of their careers. Unfortunately, Dynamite Kid's career was cut short in 1986 after a devastating back injury. His later years were marked by serious health struggles, including heart issues that left him in a wheelchair. He passed away on December 5, 2018, at age 59. Despite his hardships, his influence lives on, inspiring generations of wrestlers who followed his fearless example. Sika Anoa'i, born Leati Sika Anoa'i on April 5, 1945, in American Samoa, was a legendary professional wrestler and a pillar of the iconic Anoa'i wrestling family. As one half of the Wild Samoans with his brother Afa, Sika helped define tag team wrestling in the 1970s and 1980s. Managed by Captain Lou Albano, the duo became famous for their wild, untamed personas and hard-hitting style, capturing audiences everywhere. Their dominance in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, earned them 3 WWF Tag Team Championships, securing their place among wrestling's greats. Beyond his success in the ring, Sika's influence lived on through his family. He was the proud father of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi and modern-day WWE superstar Roman Reigns, who continues his father's legacy on a global stage. In 2007, the Wild Samoans were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Sika Anoa'i passed away at 79, leaving behind a legacy of strength, family, and unmatched impact on professional wrestling. Mantor, born Matt McGraw on May 14, 1968, in Wisconsin, was an American professional wrestler remembered for his larger-than-life persona and unforgettable character. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing over 300 pounds, he made his mark in the early 1990s with a mix of power and showmanship that captured fans' attention. Mantor gained fame during his time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he portrayed a mythical bull-like creature, complete with a mask and costume that became one of the era's most unique gimmicks. While he never claimed major titles, his commitment to entertaining audiences made him a standout figure in wrestling history. After leaving the WWF, he continued performing in independent promotions, sharing his passion for wrestling with new fans. Mantor passed away at 55, but his creativity, charisma, and unforgettable presence in the ring continue to be celebrated by fans around the world. Kevin Owens has always been the embodiment of passion and grit in the world of professional wrestling. From the moment he stepped foot into WWE, fans could sense that he was a different kind of performer, one who wrestled not just with skill, but with emotion and determination. His hard-hitting style and willingness to push his limits have earned him the respect of peers and fans alike. But they've also come with a price. Years of relentless action, brutal matches, and high-risk maneuvers have taken a significant toll on his body. Owens is not the kind of athlete who shies away from pain. Rather, he wears it like a badge of honor. Yet, behind the powerful performances and fiery promos lies a man who has had to balance his physical struggles with his mental strength, showing resilience that extends far beyond the wrestling ring, the battle of the knees, Owens' most grueling recovery. Among all of Kevin Owens' health challenges, his double knee surgery in 2018 remains the most defining moment of his career. The injury forced him out of action for months, and for a time, fans wondered if he would ever be the same again. Years of executing power bombs, cannonballs, and dives had caught up to him, and the damage was too severe to ignore. The surgery on both knees was an enormous undertaking, painful, exhausting, and mentally draining. Owens spent months in physical therapy, rebuilding his strength step by step, day by day. What stood out during this difficult time was his unyielding spirit. Instead of giving in to frustration, he channeled it into recovery, determined to return to the ring stronger than before. When he finally made his comeback in early 2019, it was more than just a return. It was a statement that no injury, no matter how severe, could extinguish his love for wrestling. Lingering shoulder problems and adaptation. Even before joining WWE, Owens had already endured his share of shoulder issues, a result of years spent performing in independent circuits with little rest or medical support. Once he arrived in WWE, the problem persisted, occasionally flaring up after particularly intense matches. His 2015 shoulder injury briefly sidelined him, forcing him to adapt his wrestling style. Owens, however, refused to let it hold him back. Instead, he adjusted his movements, modified certain high-impact maneuvers, and relied more on his technical wrestling ability and storytelling instincts. His ability to evolve as a performer became a cornerstone of his longevity. Though the pain never completely vanished, Owens learned to manage it, blending his trademark intensity with a smarter, more calculated approach in the ring today. Even when minor discomfort resurfaces, his conditioning routine and medical vigilance keep him active and competitive at the highest level. The hidden cost of high-impact wrestling. While fans often celebrate the spectacular moments Owens creates inside the ring, few realize the hidden toll his body pays for them. Over the years, he has suffered several hand and wrist injuries, most notably a sprain in 2020 during a risky spot gone wrong. These smaller injuries rarely make headlines, but have quietly shaped the way Owens performs. They remind him, and the audience, that his fearless style comes at a cost. Perhaps even more challenging were the rib injuries he sustained after a brutal ladder match in 2021. Despite significant pain, Owens refused to take extended time off, working through the discomfort because he didn't want to lose his momentum. His persistence reflects both his passion for wrestling and his deep respect for the fans who support him. However, this same drive sometimes puts him at risk of worsening existing injuries, a delicate balance that he continues to manage with maturity and awareness, debunking myths and facing reality. As is common with high-profile wrestlers, Owens has been the subject of exaggerated reports about his health. Some rumors suggested that his 2018 knee surgery would end his career prematurely, while others hinted at chronic conditions that would limit his mobility. Owens himself has always been transparent with fans, clarifying that while his knees and shoulders will never be perfect, retirement is not in his immediate plans. WWE's medical team has also kept a close eye on his condition, ensuring that he only competes when fully cleared. Additionally, speculation about possible concussions has circulated online, though no credible reports have confirmed any long-term issues. What's clear is that Owens knows his body well. He has learned when to push and when to pause, when to perform and when to heal. His realism and honesty about his physical condition make him a relatable figure in a business often built on toughness at all costs, financial stability, and life beyond the ring. Unlike many wrestlers who struggle financially during recovery periods, Kevin Owens has managed his career and finances with intelligence and foresight. Through years of consistent performances, merchandise sales, and a strong fan following, Owens has built a comfortable financial foundation for himself and his family. His approach to financial stability reflects his grounded nature. He has always prioritized his loved ones over fame or extravagance. While injuries have occasionally limited his earning potential during downtime, his status as one of WWE's most trusted performers ensures that opportunities continue to come his way. Even when off-screen, Owens remains involved in promotional work and charitable causes, proving that his value to WWE extends beyond physical performance. Financial security has allowed him the peace of mind to focus on recovery whenever necessary, rather than rushing back too soon out of necessity. Conclusion: a legacy built on heart and endurance. Kevin Owens' story is one of endurance, integrity, and heart. Throughout every setback, be it knee surgery, shoulder strain, or rib pain, he has remained a symbol of perseverance in the wrestling world. While the physical scars tell one story, the mental resilience tells another. That true greatness is not defined by an absence of struggle, but by how one overcomes it. Owens' current status is that of a seasoned warrior, health-conscious, financially stable, and still as passionate as ever. He continues to evolve, performing at an elite level while taking better care of himself than ever before. His journey reminds fans that behind every wrestler's strength lies vulnerability, and behind every comeback lies unshakable will. Kevin Owens is not just surviving in WWE, he's thriving, proving that heart, not just muscle, is what truly makes a champion.